Grab your headphones, lean back, and picture the moment the MGM lion roars and a sepia Kansas farmhouse flickers to life. Now, hit pause. Before Dorothy ever steps onto that yellow brick road, a swirl of backstage drama, accidental heroics, and straight-up danger was already rewriting Hollywood history. The Wizard of Oz looks like pure silver screen magic, but its making was more like a roller coaster built out of film reels, Tony Stark-level gadgets, and enough studio politics to fill a season of reality TV. Today we're cranking the projector in 4K HDR and speed-running you through 30 of the wildest, strangest, and most jaw-dropping facts you never knew about the 1939 classic. No dusty textbooks, no film school jargon, just a storytime thrill ride designed to keep your thumbs off the skip button. Ready? Let's pull back the curtain and drop straight into Munchkinland mayhem. 1. Inspired by a novel. The film Jurassic Park is an adaptation of Michael Crichton's 1990 science fiction novel of the same name, which blended speculative science about cloning with themes of corporate greed and hubris. Steven Spielberg, captivated by the concept, acquired the film rights before the novel's publication in a deal worth $1.5 million, plus a substantial profit percentage for Crichton. This preemptive purchase was a gamble that paid off, as the novel became a bestseller, selling over 7 million copies by 1993. Crichton's story, rooted in emerging genetic engineering debates, provided a cautionary tale that resonated with audiences. Spielberg's vision transformed the novel's dense scientific and philosophical discussions into a thrilling, accessible blockbuster, though some criticized the film for simplifying the book's darker, more cerebral tone. 2. Crichton's screenplay role. Michael Crichton, a seasoned screenwriter, Westworld, 1973, penned the initial drafts of the Jurassic Park screenplay, adapting his novel's complex narrative. His early scripts retained the book's grim tone, including graphic deaths and moral ambiguity. However, Universal Studios and Spielberg sought a more family-friendly approach, leading to David Koepp's involvement. Koepp, known for Death Becomes Her, 1992, streamlined the plot, reduced technical jargon, and spared characters like Lex and Tim, who faced mortal peril in the novel. Koepp's revisions also emphasized humor and wonder, balancing terror with moments of awe. Crichton, though initially resistant, collaborated to ensure scientific fidelity, earning a co-writing credit. This partnership shaped the film's tone, making it a landmark adventure rather than a horror film. Third groundbreaking CGI Jurassic Park revolutionized visual effects by integrating computer-generated imagery, CGI, with practical effects, setting a new standard for Hollywood. The film features just 6 minutes of CGI across 14 dinosaur shots, created by Industrial Light and Magic, ILM. ILM's team, led by Dennis Muren, developed groundbreaking software to animate dinosaurs with lifelike fluidity, a leap from earlier stop-motion techniques. These CGI sequences, like the T-Rex breakout and Brachiosaurus reveal, were complemented by Stan Winston's animatronics for close-ups and Phil Tippett's go-motion for secondary shots. The seamless blend earned the film an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, inspiring future blockbusters like The Lord of the Rings. Posts on X still praise the film's effects, noting they hold up better than many modern CGI-heavy films. 4th, T-Rex animatronic challenges. The T-Rex animatronic, a 40-foot-long, 20-ton marvel crafted by Stan Winston's team, was a technical triumph but a logistical nightmare. Built with a steel frame and hydraulic systems, it could mimic lifelike movements, from jaw snaps to eye blinks. However, filming in Kauai's rainy conditions caused malfunctions as water seeped into the animatronic's circuits. During one scene, the T-Rex began trembling uncontrollably, startling the cast, including Ariana Richards, who recalled the incident in a 2013 interview. Crew members used towels and blowers to dry the machine between takes, adding hours to the schedule. Despite these challenges, the animatronics' realism amplified the film's terror, making the T-Rex a cinematic icon. 5. Real dinosaur sounds. Sound designer Gary Rydstrom crafted Jurassic Park's iconic dinosaur roars by blending real animal sounds, earning an Oscar for Best Sound. The T-Rex's roar combined a lion's growl, an alligator's hiss, and a baby elephant's squeal, creating a bone-chilling effect. Velociraptor vocalizations drew from unexpected sources. Their barking chatter mimicked a tortoise's mating grunts, recorded at a zoo, while their screeches included dolphin and walrus sounds. The Brachiosaurus's mournful call mixed a donkey's bray with whale songs. Rydstrom's innovative approach, detailed in a 1993 Sound on Sound article, gave each dinosaur a distinct personality, enhancing their on-screen presence. Fans on X often share clips of these sounds, marveling at their realism. 6. Spielberg's early interest. Steven Spielberg's fascination with Jurassic Park predates the novel. In 1983, while collaborating with Michael Crichton on a medical drama, ER, Spielberg learned of Crichton's idea for a story about cloning dinosaurs. Intrigued by the ethical and scientific implications, he encouraged Crichton to develop it. This early pitch, discussed in a 1993 Entertainment Weekly interview, laid the groundwork for the novel and film. Spielberg's foresight in securing the rights years later reflects his knack for spotting culturally resonant stories. His passion for the project drove its ambitious scope, blending cutting-edge technology with universal themes of wonder and danger. 7. Harrison Ford declined. Harrison Ford, a frequent Spielberg collaborator, Indiana Jones, was offered the role of Dr. Alan Grant, but declined, believing the part didn't suit his action hero persona. Ford later told Empire magazine in 1997 that he admired the project, but felt Grant required a quieter, more cerebral actor. Spielberg auditioned other stars, including William Hurt and Richard Dreyfuss, before casting Sam Neill. Neill, a New Zealand actor known for Dead Calm, 1989, brought a rugged authenticity and dry humor to Grant, earning praise for grounding the film's fantastical premise. Ford's decision allowed Neill to shine, cementing his status as a beloved sci-fi icon. 8. Laura Dern's casting. Laura Dern's casting as Dr. Ellie Sattler stemmed from a recommendation by Richard Attenborough, who played John Hammond. Attenborough, having directed Dern in A Month in the Country, 1987, praised her emotional depth and intensity to Spielberg. Dern, then 26, auditioned rigorously, impressing Spielberg with her ability to convey Sattler's intelligence and resilience. Her performance, blending scientific curiosity with courage, made Sattler a feminist icon, especially in scenes like her confrontation with Hammond. Dern's preparation included consulting paleobotanists, ensuring authenticity. Her chemistry with Sam Neill, later revisited in Jurassic Park III, 2001, remains a fan favorite on X. 9. Jeff Goldblum's improvisation. Jeff Goldblum's portrayal of Dr. Ian Malcolm, the charismatic chaos theorist, became a cultural phenomenon, thanks partly to his improvisational flair. The iconic line, "Life finds a way," delivered during a debate about genetic engineering, was ad-libbed by Goldblum, inspired by the script's exploration of chaos theory. His quirky delivery, punctuated by pauses and gestures, added levity to tense scenes. Goldblum drew on his theater background, as noted in a 1993 Variety interview, to infuse Malcolm with charm and unpredictability. Fans on X still quote the line, and Goldblum's performance inspired memes and a Malcolm-centric sequel, The Lost World, 1997. 10. Ariana Richards' Scream. Ariana Richards, cast as Lex Murphy, secured the role at age 12 with a scream that left Spielberg stunned. During her audition, Spielberg asked her to imagine a bear attack, prompting a piercing, authentic shriek that outshone 2,000 other child actors. Richards, a seasoned performer with roles in Tremors, 1990, trained for weeks to sustain the scream's intensity. Her performance in scenes like the T-Rex attack, where her genuine fear amplified the drama, earned praise from critics. Richards later pursued art, but her Jurassic Park role remains iconic, with fans on X sharing audition anecdotes. 11. Filming in Hawaii, Jurassic Park's lush jungle scenes were shot on Kauai, Hawaii, chosen for its prehistoric landscapes and biodiversity. Locations like the Napali Coast and Allerton Garden doubled as Isla Nublar, creating a believable dinosaur habitat. Filming began in August 1992, but faced a setback when Hurricane Iniki, a Category 4 storm, struck on September 11, 1992. The cast and crew were evacuated and sets were damaged, inflating the budget by $500,000. Despite the chaos, Kauai's natural beauty enhanced the film's immersive quality. Spielberg later called the island a character in the film in a 2013 Hawaii Magazine interview. 12. Redondo Beach Fallback. After Hurricane Iniki disrupted Kauai's outdoor shoots, production relocated to sound stages in Redondo Beach, California for interior scenes. The Raptor kitchen sequence, visitor center climax, and control room scenes were filmed at Raleigh Studios, where massive sets replicated the park's high-tech aesthetic. The kitchen set, built with reflective surfaces to heighten tension, required precise choreography for actors and puppeteers. Redondo Beach's controlled environment allowed Spielberg to perfect complex sequences like the raptor chase, blending practical effects with CGI. The shift added logistical costs, but ensured the film stayed on schedule for its June 1993 release. 13. Real fossils on set. To enhance authenticity, Spielberg incorporated real dinosaur fossils into the film's dig site scenes, where Dr. Alan Grant excavates in Montana. A velociraptor claw and other fossils, loaned by paleontologists from the University of Montana, served as props, grounding the film in scientific reality. These artifacts, handled with care by the props team, added tactile realism to Sam Neill's performance. Paleontological consultant Dr. Jack Horner ensured the fossil's accurate depiction, though some dramatic liberties, like oversized claws, were taken for visual impact. Fans on Reddit often cite these details as evidence of the film's commitment to authenticity. 14th Paleontological Advisor Dr. Jack Horner, a leading paleontologist from Montana State University, served as Jurassic Park's scientific consultant, shaping its portrayal of dinosaurs. Horner, who inspired the character of Alan Grant, advised on behaviors like velociraptors' pack hunting and T-Rex's vision limitations, drawing from his research. While he pushed for accuracy, he allowed creative liberties, such as exaggerated raptor sizes, to heighten drama. Horner's involvement, detailed in his 1993 book The Complete T-Rex, lent credibility to the film, sparking public interest in paleontology. His work influenced later franchise entries, and he remains active in the field, as noted in recent X posts. 15th. Velociraptor size debate. The film's velociraptors, depicted as 6-foot-tall predators, were modeled after Deinonychus, a larger related species, because Velociraptor was deemed more marketable. True velociraptors, as Horner noted, were turkey-sized. Coincidentally, during production in 1992, paleontologists discovered Utah raptor, a 20-foot-long raptor species, validating the film's scale. This find, announced in 1993, thrilled Spielberg, who joked in a New York Times interview that science caught up with us. The size debate persists among fans on X, with some defending the artistic choice for its terrifying impact, while others argue for stricter accuracy. 16. T-Rex's unscripted roar. In the iconic T-Rex breakout scene, Ariana Richards' scream was unscripted, triggered by the animatronic T-Rex's deafening roar. The sound, amplified by Gary Rydstrom's design, caught Richards off guard, capturing her authentic terror. Spielberg, recognizing the moment's raw power, kept it in the final cut. The scene, filmed in Kauai's rain-soaked paddock set, required multiple takes to sync the animatronic's movements, but Richards' reaction became a highlight. Fans on X frequently share gifs of the moment, praising its visceral intensity as a testament to the film's immersive effects. 17th. Animatronic sick Triceratops. The Triceratops scene, where Ellie Sattler examines a sick dinosaur, featured a 24-foot-long animatronic with pneumatic systems to simulate breathing and muscle twitches. Built by Stan Winston's team, it required a veterinarian on set to guide Laura Dern's performance, ensuring realistic medical gestures. The animatronic's lifelike detail, from its heaving flanks to glassy eyes, moved Dern to tears during filming, as she recalled in a 2018 Vanity Fair interview. The scene, shot in Kauai, humanized the dinosaurs, blending awe with empathy. Fans on Reddit laud its emotional weight, often citing it as a standout moment. 18. Spielberg's cameo. An accidental cameo by Steven Spielberg appears in the Raptor control room scene, where his reflection is briefly visible in a computer monitor as Lex hacks the system. The moment, unnoticed during filming, was spotted by eagle-eyed fans after the film's release and has since become a trivia staple discussed on X and Reddit. Spielberg, known for subtle cameos in films like Jaws, 1975, never confirmed whether this was intentional, but it adds a playful Easter egg for viewers. The reflection underscores the scene's chaotic energy as the crew scrambled to capture complex shots under tight deadlines. 19. No John Williams. Spielberg initially considered composers like Alan Silvestri, Back to the Future, for Jurassic Park, unsure if John Williams, his frequent collaborator, could capture the film's blend of wonder and menace. However, Williams, after reading the script, insisted on scoring it, delivering a masterpiece that earned an Oscar nomination. His score, with its soaring brass and haunting strings, became instantly recognizable, evoking both awe, the Brachiosaurus theme, and dread, the T-Rex pursuit. Recorded with the Boston Pops Orchestra, the soundtrack sold over 1 million copies by 1994. Fans on X still share covers of the theme, cementing its status as a cinematic classic. 20. Box office record. Jurassic Park grossed $1.03 billion worldwide, $402.8 million domestically, on a $63 million budget, becoming the highest-grossing film ever until Titanic surpassed it in 1997. Released on June 11, 1993, it dominated the summer box office, earning $47 million in its opening weekend alone, per Box Office Mojo. Its success stemmed from universal appeal, groundbreaking effects, and aggressive marketing, including tie-in toys and McDonald's promotions. The film's profitability, with a return over 16 times its budget, solidified Spielberg's clout and Universal's franchise ambitions. Adjusted for inflation, its global gross exceeds $2 billion, a figure often cited on X as evidence of its enduring impact. 21st. Sneak preview success. On May 30, 1993, Spielberg held a sneak preview of Jurassic Park in Dallas, Texas, to gauge audience reactions. The screening, attended by 1,200 viewers, revealed pacing issues, particularly in the second act. Based on feedback, Spielberg trimmed 5 minutes, including a T-Rex river chase sequence deemed redundant. The cuts, detailed in a 1993 Los Angeles Times article, tightened the film's 127-minute runtime, enhancing its intensity. The preview's success generated buzz, with early viewers raving about the effects, fueling anticipation for the June release. This strategic move underscored Spielberg's commitment to audience satisfaction. 22nd. Merchandise. Boom, Jurassic Park triggered a merchandising frenzy, with over 1,000 licensed products generating $1 billion in revenue by 1994 per Variety. Kenner's dinosaur action figures, including T-Rex and Velociraptor models, sold 20 million units, becoming holiday must-haves. Tie-ins ranged from video games, Sega's Jurassic Park sold 1 million copies, to clothing, lunchboxes, and McDonald's Happy Meal toys. The film's logo, a red and black T-Rex skeleton, became a cultural emblem, still iconic on ex-merchandise posts. This commercial juggernaut set a template for blockbuster franchises, influencing marketing for Star Wars prequels and Marvel films. 23rd. Attenborough's comeback. Richard Attenborough, cast as park creator John Hammond, returned to acting after a 15-year hiatus, having focused on directing films like Gandhi, 1982, which won 8 Oscars. Spielberg, a longtime admirer, persuaded Attenborough with the role's complexity, a visionary whose ambition blinds him to risks. Attenborough's warm, avuncular performance contrasted with the novel's colder Hammond, adding emotional depth. His preparation, including studying biotech pioneers, grounded the character, as he noted in a 1993 The Guardian interview. Fans on X praise his scenes, especially the spared no expenses line, for their bittersweet charm. 24. Wayne Knight's audition. Wayne Knight, who played scheming programmer Dennis Nedry, landed the role with a comedic audition that showcased his physicality. During his tryout, Knight improvised slipping off a chair, a pratfall that amused Spielberg and highlighted his knack for slapstick, per a 2018 CBR article. Known for Seinfeld's Newman, Knight brought a mix of smarm and desperation to Nedry, making his betrayal and gruesome death memorable. His performance, especially in the Dilophosaurus scene, remains a fan favorite, with ex-users sharing gifs of his panicked, "See? Nobody cares" line. 25th. Dilophosaurus fiction. The Dilophosaurus, which kills Nedry with venom and a frilled neck, was a creative invention, as no fossil evidence supports these traits. Paleontological consultant Jack Horner approved the liberties, noting in a 1993 interview that they heightened the creature's menace. The frill, inspired by Australia's frilled lizard, and the venom spit were designed by Stan Winston's team to make the dinosaur distinctive. The scene, blending animatronics and puppetry, terrified audiences, with Wayne Knight's reaction amplifying the horror. Fans on Reddit debate the scientific inaccuracy, but agree the fictional traits made the Dilophosaurus unforgettable. 26. Raptor kitchen realism. The Raptor kitchen scene, where Lex and Tim evade velociraptors, is a masterclass in suspense, blending practical and digital effects. Puppeteers in velociraptor suits, operated by Stan Winston's team, performed close-up movements, while CGI handled wider shots of the dinosaur's agility. The set, built in Redondo Beach, featured reflective surfaces to mirror the raptor's claws, heightening tension. Spielberg storyboarded the sequence meticulously, inspired by Hitchcock's The Birds, as noted in a 1993 Cinefex article. The scene's realism, from the raptor's clicking talons to the children's panicked breaths, still elicits praise on X for its nail-biting execution. 27. Unix system error. In the film, Lex hacks the park's security system using a Unix system depicted as IRIX's 3D file system navigator, a real interface from Silicon Graphics workstations. However, as Reddit tech enthusiasts point out, the interface wouldn't realistically control locks or security protocols, a plot convenience for dramatic effect. Ariana Richards' line, "It's a Unix system, I know this," became a meme for its dated tech optimism. The scene, filmed with authentic SGI hardware, aimed to showcase cutting-edge technology, but now serves as a nostalgic artifact of 1990s computing, often mocked on X for its implausibility. 28. Spielberg's kid-friendly cuts to secure a PG-13 rating and broaden Jurassic Park's appeal. Spielberg toned down the novel's graphic violence. Scenes like Dennis Nedry's disembowelment and John Hammond's death were softened or omitted, with Nedry's demise implied off-screen and Hammond surviving. Spielberg, mindful of his young audience after E.T. 1982, cut gore-heavy moments, such as a disemboweled worker, to focus on suspense over horror. These changes, discussed in a 1993 Rolling Stone interview, ensured the film thrilled without alienating families. Fans on X debate the cuts, with some preferring the novel's darker tone, but most agree the balance worked commercially. 29th National Film Registry. In 2018, the Library of Congress inducted Jurassic Park into the National Film Registry, recognizing its cultural, historical, and aesthetic significance. The selection, announced via press release, highlighted the film's groundbreaking effects, scientific influence, and enduring popularity. As one of 25 films chosen annually, it joined classics like Citizen Kane and Star Wars. The honor reflects Jurassic Park's role in advancing CGI and inspiring STEM interest, with paleontology enrollments spiking post-release, per a 1994 Science Journal study. Ex-users celebrated the induction, sharing clips of iconic scenes as proof of its legacy. 30. Franchise legacy. Jurassic Park birthed a blockbuster franchise, spawning 5 sequels: The Lost World, 1997, Jurassic Park 3rd, 2001, Jurassic World, 2015, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, 2018, and Jurassic World, Dominion, 2022. The series grossed over $6 billion globally per Box Office Mojo. It expanded into media like the Netflix animated series Camp Cretaceous, 2020 to 2022, video games, and Universal Studios theme park rides, including the Jurassic World Velocicoaster. A 2025 reboot, Jurassic World Rebirth, starring Scarlett Johansson, aims to refresh the saga with new characters. The franchise's cultural footprint, from raptor memes to clever girl quotes on X, underscores its lasting resonance. So there you have it, 30 glitter-dusted, flame-kissed, studio-spun revelations hiding behind every frame of The Wizard of Oz. Next time you cue up that iconic lion roar, remember the aluminum lungs, asbestos blizzards, and caffeine-powered courage it took to whisk Dorothy over the rainbow. This wasn't just a movie. It was a daring high-wire act strung between black and white Kansas and Technicolor Oz, held together by sweat, song, and a dash of pure accident. If you loved peeling back the emerald curtain, smash that like button, share the magic, and tell us which fact blew your ruby slippers off. Until our next cinematic deep dive, keep dreaming big, keep clicking your creative heels, and never forget, somewhere, just past the horizon of your feed, there's always another rainbow waiting to be explored.